Sneaker Show!
Woo! Yes, we are back. Thank you for being here. Thanks for tapping in on our Instagram Sneaker Show podcast. There is a YouTube version of this pod if you'd like to see what we're about to talk about. Please click the link in the description. My name's Tim Stone. We got our guys Nathan and Shay here as well. Nathan goes by Young Tabasco. Young Tab, what do we got for pairs this week, my guy?
We had a real fun week. A lot of variety. We had some Reeboks. We look at some Union 4 samples. A little bit of Air Max action as always. Fredo brought us some threes. Tim brought the Ja Morant collection. That was fun to dive into. A lot of storytelling there that we could really wrap our heads around what was going on. So, good pairs.
Yeah, storytelling on those box too. The Reeboks that Kobe wore. Interesting. And we've got a guest who's never been here before. He's doing thrifting, Instagram reels. Revalued Clothing is the gram you're looking for. His name's Nick. We're going to get to know him now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. There we go. There's our new guy. There's Nick.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, man, really good. Thanks for being here.
For sure.
Nick's been creating content about thrifted clothing and shoes. I really enjoy your reels. They're well put together. The lighting's on point. Sounds good. What's the Instagram that you want to push, my guy?
Well, I mean, I don't, doesn't really matter too much if I promote it, but it's at Revalued Clothing. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm creating, documenting all the stuff I'm picking up from around the world and in Saskatoon, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, what do you like sharing about the most? What do you get in your hands and you're like, oh yeah, that's what I'm going to make a video about?
Oh, well, that's the beauty of it. I think anything. I think the reason I love to go thrifting specifically is that you don't know what you're going to get. And I always push myself to learn more. And so, yeah, anything that I get in my hands, no matter the age, as long as I can, figure out a way for it to be cool on an outfit, I love to talk about it.
I love the genuine excitement. Sometimes Nick will grab something, send me some pictures right away. Like, these are Levi's from the actual 80s. This is Burberry. I know for real, it is Burberry. So let's
Yeah.
hear about some great finds. What have you found that was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is falling into my life?
Yeah, for sure. So, I guess we'll do maybe like a top three. So, at number one, probably my Arc'teryx Fission SV from a value standpoint, just because like that's something out of reach for me. Honestly, like I'm not going to spend $1,000 on a jacket unless it's my Transantarctica North Face shell that I was maybe rocking one or two times. But yeah, that thing I got it for 17.99, and I did some research and it taught me a little bit about that stuff. Like I'm really big on outerwear, but again, when you're not thinking you're going to be picking something up, you don't know about it. So I learned about Arc'teryx as a company and that model specifically, why it was insulated, the features on it, that kind of stuff. Second, another Arc'teryx jacket, my Beta AR from 2016. Picked that thing up for 17.99. Obviously, that's just crazy in its own right. Gore-Tex Pro has some good features also. And then third, just because it's elusive and it's something that people probably, it's just one of those things you never think you'll see it, is a Women's Canada Goose Parka from 2008. I grabbed. So that was pretty cool.
Sometimes the sizing's wacky. This Antarctica piece you were talking about, I met you, we were in line at Momentum for a pair, and you're like, this is a
Yeah.
small, and that was, you were, it was hanging off you.
Yeah, yeah. So those things obviously they fit super big, all of that stuff. Even the fleeces I found, I wear a small in those. The shells, like, yeah, you're right. That one is a size large and it's like right around my knees. But yeah, I love it.
Which sneakers do you work with the most? We can see Nick's closet. If you're watching the YouTube, you can see a lot of hats, a lot of shirts, but you go deep on the sneakers as well. What silhouette do you like the most?
So for me, that's a really tough one because I just try to pick up what, something different to work with. Like I don't really have favorites in that regard. The way I deem something cool is just if I take a liking to it and learn about it. I'm big on history, even if something's ugly. If you've seen the page, you've probably seen that I like my Air Max a lot, and it's like that's an ugly shoe, but it's just cool to me. So I would say if I had to pick though, it would be probably the waffle racers because I find them super easy to wear. They're not really that comfortable or anything, but I just, like I said, super easy to wear. They're pretty cheap if you go looking for them. And like I said, that's one of the first off-whites that's attainable for people. It was my first off-white. So whether it's off-white or not, the waffle racer probably is going to be my answer for that.
I love that you know what you like. You decide what you like and you stick to it. You know
Yeah,
yourself, you've got opinions. It's never really things I agree with. I go, really? To almost everything that you suggest, the Air Max, the old ones.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like, yeah, I just bid on
yeah,
some
yeah,
more.
yeah.
Well, it's good to get to know you. We're gonna go through some news. We'll have the other fellas get some questions in here. Jump in, Tabby, Shay, what's up?
Yeah, I just had I just had one quick question. I noticed from like cruising your Instagram, you found some like really dope jerseys over the years.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
are you like a big jersey guy? Like, would we ever see you rocking a jersey?
Well, so that's the thing. I don't really think so. I don't really wear the jerseys. I just think they're neat. Especially when there's something really weird that I haven't seen. I had like this I couldn't even ID it. It was some Nike team jersey from the late 90s that was made in the UK. It was a soccer jersey. And like I never wore it. I just thought it was cool. So yeah, I pick up the jerseys mostly because I just like how they look, you know?
Or that's like
Yeah.
Tabby.
Fair enough. So for me, and I know for a few other people I talk to, thrifting is pretty nostalgia based. Um, is it nostalgia based for you? Is there anything like from your childhood that you get super stoked to find, or maybe some things that are rooted in that? Like what are things that are like really special to you when you come across them?
Oh, you know what? See, and that's a really weird one because I had no interest in clothing in general up until like 5 years ago. So I don't really think there is that much like that. I had terrible style when I was in elementary school. But I do think the reason I do thrift and everything like that is because I've always been worried about the value of stuff, you know? It's not like I grew up poor or anything like that, but it was always like, oh, what can I get on sale that was cool or what have you. So it's nostalgic in a sense because of that. You know, I'm still looking for the right price on the right thing. And you know, I'm willing to wait for anything as you know, I'm very open-minded when I go thrifting actually. I buy stuff after doing some small research on it and I that's kind of what pushes me to do it, not necessarily nostalgia.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah.
So would you consider yourself more of a collector, or are you selling? Like, what does that look like for you? Like, what's
Yes. Yeah, so that's a great question, and I think it's one that's been really a gray area for a lot of people have been asking me that kind of thing, and it's kind of like this. I would consider myself a collector now. I gave up on selling stuff because I don't necessarily I don't find it fulfilling anymore. There's things I really wanted and things that I'm always on the lookout for in that, and it's mostly for myself. I'm trying to push my personal style, and so yeah, I definitely think there's been a shift in my viewpoint on what clothes are meant to be for me. And yeah, I do sell kind of privately to my friends. I always try and give them good deals. Like I beat the market on stuff. If even if I could get more money, it doesn't matter to me like that. I just would rather make 20 bucks and have my friends have something they love, you know?
for sure?
Um, yeah, yeah.
Cool. Well, if you ever come across any wrestling shirts while you're out in the trenches, you
For
got a
sure.
friend over here. You
Oh
bet.
yeah, yeah, man. I'll keep it in mind. Hey, I really focus on the outerwear. So if anybody's watching this that is worried when they see me in there nowadays, which they probably aren't, but yeah, I don't really check the t-shirts that much anymore because I feel like it's oversaturated, and I feel like what slips through the cracks the most is outerwear, and it just happens that that's something that I love. So yeah.
He's just being polite. Be worried.
All right.
Also, I guess on that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, man, go.
Yeah, so I was gonna say on that topic too, I wanted to do something cool just like for anybody watching this. If you do go check the page out, I'm gonna be doing kind of like a little private giveaway of like I'm not gonna say what it is that I'm giving away, But yeah, if you DM me, I'll do some kind of raffle thing for a small little prize just because, if somebody watched this, I think it's nice to, I don't know, direct traffic and kind of build a community in that sense. So yeah, not going to
Yeah.
post it anywhere, but if someone's listening, DM me and there'll be a little thing happening.
The Revalued Clothing golden ticket,
Oh yeah.
an exclusive.
Yeah.
That's actually something we were talking about. First time I met Nick, we were in line for these shoes, and it was right when the Lost and Founds were coming out. And did you end up using a golden ticket for that?
I did. But here's the thing. So then I kept looking at him and I kept looking at him on my shelf and all that, and I was like just feeling bad because I just came to the realization that I don't really wear new shoes anymore, which is kind of silly, but it's just I couldn't justify lacing them up, and actually even in summer I wasn't ready to wear them. So I ended up selling them 10 days ago today, and I think I'm just gonna try and get myself a used pair or something like that later on, just because this is how I like it. I have such a hard time justifying new shoes, you know?
It's pretty crazy actually. If you wear them out, they become a used pair almost immediately.
Oh, they do. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I was thinking, why would I take that loss? I mean, it's cool to
Right.
own them and everything, and great. I love to have them for a little bit, but I just was like, man, how am I gonna? It doesn't matter if it's summer or not, or if I wear them one time. I would rather have a pair that's a little bit worn in and that I don't feel bad putting on because it's a shoe I do want to be wearing a lot more,
Yeah.
you know?
Think of all the
So,
Arc'teryx you can buy with the money in the meantime.
oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, well, that's a pretty good place to start. They are reimagining more Jordans. Shoes in the news. Who's going to start with this?
Yeah, so apparently we're getting a royal version of the reimagined one. There's been a lot of different royal releases throughout the last few years, like the OGs, the Flyknits, the Satins. And these are apparently coming back in a suede version of the reimagined.
Ooh.
Apparently coming out holiday 23 with like a similar boxing to the Chicago pair that came out. But it'll be interesting to see like a reimagined version in like a full suede.
Full suede. I'm really interested. And you say it's coming in that
Yeah, it'll
cool
be
distressed box.
yeah, it's coming in like a really similar type of packaging to like the Chicago pair.
Okay, well, put them on the list then. I'm going to need those white cement threes for sure. If they keep reimagining these things and doing it like the Lost and Founds, going to be a lot of pairs.
This
That's
makes me
good news.
I think this makes me less excited now knowing that they're suede.
Yeah?
I agree. Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I wanted the faded, the cracked, the leather, the like all that jazz cuz I have a pair of the 2017s or the 2018s, and let me tell you, those boys are worn cuz they're probably the shoe I've had the longest in my collection, or if not top two. And I wear those puppies out quite a bit, and they've worn in really well. And I was looking at them the other day, and I was like, oh, if these had some little bit of cracked leather, a little bit of sail on the midsole, get some crazy faded laces in them. I was like, that could be it. And I was kind of talked myself into this pair coming out, and I was very easily talked out of this pair that's coming out.
We
I
haven't even seen
agree.
them yet. You guys keep that energy. When we get real images,
If
we'll
it's
see.
suede,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
it's suede,
If it's
I am
suede.
not as interested as
Yeah.
I was in something that was closer to this.
Right, and I feel the same way because it's like the whole point of the Reimagined series in my mind is to get the shape right and to get the materials as close as possible. So it's kind of skipping out on that by not just using leather, you know?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh,
We'll
okay.
see.
So pound sand, Nike. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of suede,
Speaking of crepes. Oh, maybe that was just me. This is the Air Max 1 Crepe. Great upper, weird sole. Like,
slippery.
there is zero traction
You're
there.
for
This
sure
is
eating shit in the winter if you wear
oh,
these out.
good night. Yeah, the sniper's gonna take you out. Yeah, I had saw the upper, and there's no release date for it, but they were like the next in line with the Air Max 1 Crepe series. Obviously, I've been feeling Air Max 1s lately. We're a big fan of the silhouette on the pod. And I was like, damn, like that's a Tim Stone shoe right there. And then I did a little more digging trying to find a release date, and I saw that picture of it just turned over a little bit there and threw up in my mouth.
Death wish.
Yeah, dude, that's awful. There ain't nothing you can do in that thing. Like, this is a shoe of the boardroom, apparently, because I don't know where else you're gonna wear that. So
That's a
stay tuned.
lawsuit to Nike. You're killing people with these.
Yeah, that's like it's got that Clark Wallaby sole on it. Like, this is not practical at all. This is their like quintessential running shoe with something that could not be further from a running shoe sole on it. So that's weird to me.
Looks
It's
nice
kind of like
though.
a curling shoe outsole.
Yeah. Where it's like the grip on
Tim,
one
you
side and slip on the other.
Yeah.
Is this the
Tim, you
slip side?
curl, right?
Yeah, I have. Not recently, but I could probably dust off the broom.
Yeah. Bonspiel veteran.
Farmer's Bonspiel, Davidson
Oh,
Sask. Got many participation trophies. I do like the suede and the colorway, but dude, that's a
oh
funky
yeah.
looking bottom. It does maybe if like it is as crepe as it comes. That looks like you could eat it. It's like a fruit leather. The first pair had like it was weaved. Is this also got
Mm-hmm.
that sort of underneath it there? Zoom.
It, I I don't think so.
It
No,
looks like a mesh.
Y-
it's all very slippery.
The yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I look at it and I feel like people are wearing some really old pairs nowadays that probably have harder rubber and worse traction. So it's like pick your battles, right? Like if you wear them in the summer, they're probably gonna be okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's a point. Those old ones when the
Yeah, you're trying to
rubbers,
tell me that,
it's like
you're
slippery.
trying to tell me that if you found a pair of like 85s at the thrift or something, right? And then you're not gonna not wear them because the soles don't have grip. You're gonna rock them, and I think it's a nice enough shoe where I'd be in that ballpark of like, oh, I like how it looks, so I might just wear it.
I think
You
they'd be
gotta
sick for the summer.
Yes,
They're
same.
good. They're a really good color.
Yeah.
gotta love these paying retail for that hard bottom.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's a similar traction actually. Do you guys know anything about the Nike Stings?
Like the wrestler.
Like from wrestling.
No, no. So, um, there's a shoe that Nike did in 1978. I don't think it retroed like one or two times, and it's not very well known, but it has a gum bottom looking like that with just very light texture on it. I think kind of, and it's meant to be more like a court shoe or something. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird on an Air Max, but I could almost see it.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like a Cortez a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
This is another thing I like about Nick. He's a lot younger than me, but he brings all the history into my life.
Does this guy know how to party or what?
Sorry, Nick. A lot of Wayne's World references in our life.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Shoes in the news. À ma manière. What's next? Who's got it?
So according to Soul Retriever on Instagram, we're supposed to be getting a 5 from Miniere. Again, like holiday 2023. Seems like there's gonna be a ton of releases for holiday 2023. No real pics of these yet, but apparently they're doing two pairs. They're doing like a sail pair and a black pair. Both of those like premium materials and burgundy accents, but be kind of dope to see what they do like materials wise on these because I feel like a lot of fives are usually that same like kind of material or like similar. But yeah, we'll have to see.
You guys excited for that? I mean, they got the 12s coming first. It doesn't feel like they miss, really. Sometimes you hear about what they're doing and you go, I don't know if I have excitement for that. And then you see it and the quality is unreal and that burgundy crush color comes through. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this could be my first pair of fives. I really like what Manier does.
It's got potential.
I
Yeah.
think the sail pair will be sick. I don't know if I'll be as down for a like all black pair, but I feel like they'll do a really good sail pair.
Yeah, of course, that fits what they've been doing. Also, I don't know, I am a big sucker for like the premium material type stuff, and I think, it just works really well on a lot of Air Jordans. So yeah, I think it'll probably be a good release.
They always come with a sick box from Meniere too.
Yeah.
So be dope to see that.
All these fours. What is this? Are these Union fours? Are these really happening? Shoes in the
The
news.
This is just sample pairs from when they were making their initial Union 4s and stuff like that. These pairs leaked, some photos came out, and thank God none of these came out. Like we look at what we got and what we could have had here, and
Yeah.
we dodged a few bullets, I think. Like there's maybe I don't even know, man. I'd like to say that that far left pair with the navy and the white is the most wearable out of these, but like that black and red is tough.
Uh-uh.
That tan is a little too basic, and then whatever's going on in the end there, none of those colors go together. I don't really think so. Fortunate, with the 4 4s that we got out of Union, because those are all home runs in my opinion.
The one looked like maybe that's what the guavas turned out to be, just the heel tab.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
they picked the right
Yes.
ones.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody likes any of these, but I'm good.
I like the first one, the third one. The first one's hard.
It's the most wearable for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I could do without the second and the fourth though.
Oh yeah. All right.
All right, we're looking at some Jordan 6s.
So we've been playing with the idea, or Tim's been playing with the idea of picking up 6s quite a bit. I know there's a couple out there that Fredo definitely enjoys as well, and it'll be great to see what our friend Nick says. But I'd like to know if these 4 were just sitting in front of you and somebody was telling you take one in your size, which one are you going home with? So I'll throw it to Tim first, see what he's thinking.
I like those cool grays. I really think that gray is wearable for a shoe that I'm like, I'm not sure how to fit pants on that. Do you just go shorts? I know a lot of people love the UNC blue and anything that comes in that blue, they love it, but it's the cool gray for me. I don't know how to work with the Gatorades or the hot red is tough, but that's just me.
Fair enough. Nick, what are you feeling here?
Yeah, okay. So I don't know, I love well, just because of the historical aspect, I'm liking the Carmines, and they got the Nike Air on the back, which is like
Mm,
super tacky that it's a big deal for me, but it is like that makes or breaks a retro unless it's cheap enough. So those are the UNCs because I kind of like that they have that Nike team style thing on the back of the UNCs. So either of those pairs would definitely be my pick.
fair enough. Yeah, that jersey tag on the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Fredo, what you thinking?
Probably be the UNCs for me. Feel like if I had a pair of sixes, they'd probably more so get worn in the summer.
Yeah,
And I got lots of shorts, so I'd go with them. So no real wrong answer, I don't think, but those would work best for me, I think.
fair enough.
Nick, I
What
feel
would you
you on
pick?
that logo. Sorry. Ah, he's got him.
Don.
What do you call that orange?
Orange.
Is it just
Yeah.
orange? It doesn't like there's Carmine and cool other names that they're just like, here's the
Oh,
orange pair.
Oh, I think it's like Team Orange.
Okay.
I don't really know. It probably has a name.
Gatorade orange.
Yeah.
I think isn't Orange Gatorade just called Orange too? Like it doesn't even
Yeah.
like a name. Like there's like Blue Crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's super galactic names and then there's orange.
Yeah.
There's a pair of Jordan 4s that are just out now, that craft pair, and there's like no mesh on the side, and they're a lot of suede, and they got the cool yellowing. And the only thing I'm really into them, but it's Jumpman on the back. If it was Nike Air, I think I'd have to have them, but it was enough for me to go, "Pff, I'm out. I pass. I'm
Were
just
they a
looking for
women's
shoes
shoe?
I love. Could have been. Yeah. I know the like the oil green sea foams are women's, the ones
Yeah.
we've been looking at here lately. So you'd rather, I mean, we would rather, you and I anyways, would rather have the Nike Air. Have you a thought? I would buy it, but there's not the logo I'm looking for on the back.
See, the thing is, again, I everything's at a price point. Like both of my, I have a pair of black cement threes and a pair of bread fours that I bought both off marketplace, and they're both from the 2008 whatever that pack was, countdown pack. And they both have Jumpmans, but I only paid like $40 for the threes. They're pretty torched, and like $35 for the fours. So it's like I'll tolerate the Jumpman for a cheap pair, but if I'm going to buy new shoes or like a new release or any of that, it's got to check all of the boxes if I'm going to try and get it, you know? And Nike Air
Respect.
is one of them for me. So
I
yeah.
like that. If we're paying that real price.
Yeah, that's right.
We're in here talking
Real
about
price.
resale price sometimes. We're like, no, retail only. Nick's like,
Yeah.
if I can't get it with 220s, I'm out.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we got this new pair of Air Maxes now. Late addition to the pod. I haven't seen these yet.
Yeah, so Chabi sent me these earlier, and they're actually one of the new golf shoes coming out. They're part of, I think they're called the Always Fresh, is what they're called. Um, but yeah, they kind of got that like fresh peach vibe kind of thing going on, with like
Mm.
the little sticker towards the back. But in terms of like golf shoes, I know like a lot of the ones that Jordan's doing now don't really look like golf shoes.
Yeah.
Would you guys ever wear like any of these, like not on the golf course kind of thing?
So I've been interesting to weigh in on that. I wouldn't wear those specifically just because the shape is wrong to me. But I've always really, really wanted a pair of the Air Max 97 Golfs that look like turf. I don't know if you guys have seen those
Yeah.
before. Yeah, that would be the only one. I mean, if you're gonna get a Jordan, just get a Jordan. If you're gonna get an Air Max, just get an Air Max. Unless you're gonna golf, and it probably is where I'd be at.
That's fair.
So that's an interesting take, hey, because so the shape is off on this one, but because the shape was on those threes there, and they were cooked, that was okay. Like,
Yeah. I mean, the thing is the price though, right? And I mean, black cement threes for $40 versus a golf shoe I might have to pay $200 for, and it's not really a true Air Max to me. So that's all I'm saying.
oh no, for sure. I just want to know where the line is. That's all. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, no,
it's
for sure.
yeah.
So if you
I
can get
mean,
these, if you can get these for a good deal, they're going on foot. That's what I'm getting from this.
maybe I still don't know because I think you can get regular Air Maxes in interesting colorways for all right prices generally. And I mean, for me, it's like those threes meant something to me because I'd always wanted a pair of black cements. So
Gotcha.
regardless of them being pretty cooked and having the Jumpman, like I can just grab them quick here, like you
I
know.
still want a pair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, for $40, even though the paint's cracked on them, the uppers are in good shape. They're a little
Yeah.
creased, but yeah, it's like that. That's how it is to me. If the shoe had, I'm big on history of stuff. So if the shoe is important some type of way, then it means a lot more to me than like Air Max that's coming out like as a
Yeah.
golf shoe because they're not just re-releasing an Air Max in like a colorway that it was originally or what have you, you know?
No, that's perfect. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was like nail on the head for my nostalgia question. So like
Okay, there you go.
that's a great example of it for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I would wear them, Fredo. I'd wear them golfing. I would prefer to get them 30% off. I don't want to go full retail on these, but the Starburst colorway is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Mango looking joint.
How about these though? I don't think we've ever talked about these.
No, the Adidas SC Premier from our friends at Kith. They dropped a little bit of an Adidas collection. There was 5 or 6 shoes in it. I want to say on Friday it came out, or these pictures came out at the very least, and instantly I fell in love with this sneaker group chat I'm in. This was a hot topic as well, and that is there's so little going on, but I think there's so much going on. Very simple silhouette. I've never seen this Adidas model before. The shape looks great. The colors are great. I'm a big fan. I would absolutely wear these, and I just find it very interesting when you can see a silhouette that you've never seen before pop up, and it just immediately be something you need. So I was a big fan of these.
It got
What
me
model is
excited that
this?
you were. That's the SC Premier. I've got one right
They're
here
dope.
for you.
Wasn't there just an ad campaign that released somebody? I forget who was in it. It was pretty cool, and I think he was
Cranston.
modeling that.
Yeah,
That old dude?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Heisenberg.
That old
Yeah.
dude.
The old dude.
I don't know what his
That,
name is.
that guy from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah. No, I agree though. I bet they'll use really nice materials on them and stuff like that. And that makes it, you can, it's, as long as it's simple and nice quality, I think why wouldn't you want it?
Absolutely. 140 bones US
Yo,
retail.
yeah. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did buy a pair of these. This is like a general release version of them. And because same reasons, I liked the shape and it was cheap. And when I was buying it, the guy who owns Momentum was standing beside me and he's like, yeah, I was at this event in Vancouver and a lot of industry types were wearing them. And I was like, industry types, 30% off? And I like it. It's a comfortable shoe, leather tongue. I really, really have enjoyed them a lot. Kind of the yellowed midsole on it, but it's one of those things that's in a shoebox that's way at the back, and I forgot I had them for a long time. But all leather, so I should be beating them more. And yes, I'd say actually go half a size up. They're a little snug, but I'm happy with them. Leather all over, leather even on the sock liner.
Very
Good
cool.
pair. Yeah.
Great pair.
God, I need some kith in my life. It always just looks next level. That little hit of green did
rope.
so much for him. Fourth rope. Yeah, Ronnie went fourth rope on those. Did you guys see this movie trailer for Air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me suck.
Yeah.
The Air movie trailer debuted this week. Ben Affleck's directing, Matt Damon's in it. It's an Amazon movie. It's about Nike recruiting Michael Jordan in 1984. Jason Bateman's in it. He's always great. He's got some hair on him. Chris Tucker, Marlon Wayans, Viola Davis. Look at Ben Affleck's glasses and windbreaker in this picture. Look at his hair.
Uncle Bill.
Oh yeah.
It's a Jermaine fit.
Ready to bust the wind's ass.
Busting the wind's ass. That guy looks aerodynamic. And that guy up top is wicked smart.
So this is the one shot they give us of like the 85 Chicago, the players they're considering. Things weren't going well for Nike at this time. It turned into a huge win scoring MJ. And we know a bit more of the story from the Netflix documentary, which went nuts and really boosted the sales of shoes. Are we in for another like big time ones event once this hits? Are you guys excited for this
Could be.
movie? Nick, what do you know?
So yeah, I saw the trailer actually, and I mean, it'll be probably entertaining. So as long as the storytelling part of it goes right, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think I could be looking forward to it. And yeah, maybe I should have held on to my lost and founds for a little bit longer, but
Yeah,
it's
would have
okay.
doubled.
Yeah.
I just hope this movie is shattered backboard quality.
First comment on the trailer. Yeah.
But how's the leather? What box does it come in?
Fredo, you gonna be first in line for this?
I don't know about that, but I don't know. I think it'll be good. Um, it'll be kind of interesting to see like a movie that's kind of based around a brand. Because you don't see that very often, even though it is like more of like almost like a documentary type of film. But yeah, it'll be dope.
Yeah, I see us pulling up to this. You know what I mean?
Not first in line.
Yes. Well, that's not what I said, but
It would
it'll
be
be
fun to
good.
see it together. Yeah. And then we can hold hands.
I'll hold the popcorn.
Okay. We're just about up to the featured pairs of the week. We just got a little more news. It's Ja Morant, right?
Yeah.
This is the Nike Ja 1 Day 1, a signature sneaker through Nike basketball. When is the last time we got excited about a new signature shoe? And there's a couple colorways. I want to like them. I really like the highlight reels that I see of him. It seems like every game he plays, he has some sort of like legendary dunk on somebody attitude moment where you're like, whoa, where have players like that been? He's new to it. He seems to respect the game. He has love for the history of it. Can this save Nike basketball? The Nike Ja 1 Day 1 features Ja's very own shade of blue. They gave him a new color. In collaboration with Ja, the designers created a signature color just for him, a light blue that speaks to the hardworking blue-collar mentality that fuels everything he does. What do we think of the first pair? We're going to look at a few. This is the Day 1, kind of like Easter colors, creamy yellow, pink, pastel, and Ja's very own blue. Nick, we'll start with you. What do you think?
Oh, sure. Yeah. You know what? I don't know if it'll save Nike basketball or anything like that, but I do think it looks good, and I do think that if the technology's right on it, like as far as a ball shoe goes, it if it performs well, I would probably get some just to wear on the court. I don't know if I would see myself wearing them just around town, but I think I like.
Young Tab, it's a low basketball shoe. You gonna hoop in these?
I'm not a hoop guy, but this would be a good gym shoe, I feel, if the price point's right.
Yeah.
Great color. Yeah, no, I love this. I love this for sure. Nick, you play basketball?
Not really that much anymore, but I'm in university and I have like a rec team, just where
Perfect.
you make a team or what have you, and I play in the summer outdoors as well. So that's why I was kind of hesitant because like some of the stuff isn't really that durable now. Like I played in Kobe's and stuff, and yeah, I like them, but they fall apart if you actually play outside in them a couple times, or
Right.
they just do anyways. Like I had a couple pairs of Kobe 9 Elites, and like the fly knit rips on them and
Mm,
that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I honestly, my hoop shoe, because I play outside the most, is the Dennis Rodman signatures, the Shake and Destructs. I
nice.
picked a pair up for $65, brand new with no box, and I've had them forever. Beat the shit out of them, and they're like still great in my opinion. Heavy, but good. So
Cool.
I want
yeah.
to see you ball in those black cements. Watch them just
Oh
explode.
yeah, yeah they will.
Poof.
Just
Yeah.
dust.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is the next from Ja, the Air Ja 1. This one's called Scratch. The Scratch color palette pays homage to the history of the Grizzlies. The claw scratch graphic on the upper nods to Ja's daily mentality of attacking every time he steps on the court and his aggressive style of play. It's like a turquoise blue, and then there's a bit of a zebra stripe feel. Then there's like the red sock liner. This one's a hard pass for me. I can't even believe this is an original colorway, but maybe that's just me. Do you guys like the tiger striping here?
This looks like it'd be like a GS shoe, like a GS version of the shoe.
Right, for
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. It doesn't look like one of the like original five, if that's what they're calling it, but yeah, I don't
I
know.
uh
It's a
I
pass
mean
for
like
me.
I agree it's a pass, and I think I look at it and I go, I like that they're trying to justify the colorway somehow, and even the first one giving him his own shade of blue or describing, but I think it's gimmicky, and I don't really, you know, I just don't think it looks that good. So describing it doesn't help that.
That's fair.
I think it'll look sharp when they got those Vancouver Grizzlies throwback jerseys on, like because this is absolutely made for that and just that, and that's kind of the downfall of it as well. Is unless you got that on and you're on court and you actually play for the team, it's not gonna look cool on you.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's pretty rare for me.
It's a small margin.
It's occasionally, I guess, when I got all that on and I'm playing for them. That'll be the moment. One fit shoe, one moment shoe. Geez, they're not getting better. So this is the trivia PE. It honors a Morant family pastime game night. They like to play board games. So there's like little questions on it that kind of look like graffiti almost. It's a purple and then orangey red. It's got the green sock liner. The fans can test their knowledge about job by answering the questions that are on the shoes. If anybody likes this, just speak up. But otherwise, we'll slide.
It's the Patrick Star PE.
It's from back here, it's looking like the material on a bus seat, on that one patch.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
The
right off a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, yeah.
looks like a Nerf ball or something to me.
Yes. Yeah.
And brother, it's Nerf or nothing.
Slide. This is the one I like the most.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't. They're all kind of tough.
I like these.
On the heel, there's a quote. Ja said, "We ain't ducking no smoke. Climb up the chimney." So that's we ain't ducking no smoke on one side and climb up the chimney on the other. They call this one Christmas Day. It's
Hold on, I gotta write that down. What's my next Instagram caption?
It's it feels like those are just ant pearls, but they're not ant pearls and they're not KDs, you know?
right in between.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's weird.
a lot of comments on this Instagram post were like, "I know a Kobe when I see one."
Yeah.
You'll climb up the chimney and find out.
Yeah. Quote 10 out of 10. The shoes are a 5. They got some brick here on the gray heel. The pink is real hot, and the black swoosh is
Yeah.
all right. And then the green midsole's okay. But we're not even paying full retail for these, are we?
No.
They pulled that quote out of Malcolm's comment section. It was either me or Fredo.
Yeah, that is a sick quote. And finally, we got these
Oh, it's
salmons, day one PEs. Sorry, go ahead, Tabby.
no, I was just trying to decipher what it says on the bottom of this one.
I think to
It's
my
a sick
dog.
color. It's like those calods that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I really like that color.
Is a handwritten note from Ja to those that have supported him since day one on the outsole of the shoe. It is in his writing and it's underneath some crazy design, so it's hard to read. I think it says to my daughter, to those to those
Inspire.
the process failures will be with me, everyone.
Well, when
Ain't
you put it
ducking
that
no
way.
smoke.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Tim Stone quote.
These are very simple and wearable from what I can see. If you love the shoe, maybe this is the least loud of them all. But yeah, that's what I've got for news on an all new signature shoe. I wish we were more excited. I really do. He's an
I like the
exciting
first-
player.
I legitimately,
I really
I
like the first
legitimately
pair.
like the first pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think the first pair is great, but I just think in just to summarize it, all of them are too gimmicky. It's like, it doesn't really speak for itself, except for the first one. It does. It looks good, you know?
Ja. All right, let's slide
Ja
into
feel.
more news.
So once again, holiday 2023. We're getting an Oreo Jordan 3. These will be a women's exclusive. No no photos of these yet, but the mock-ups seem like they'll be decent. Official color is apparently off noir, coconut milk, black, and cement gray. I think these would be a sick beater pair to get. In terms of wearability, this is almost as easy as it gets. I don't know if they'll do extended sizing on these, but Nick, I know you got some threes. You feeling these?
Geez, I think so. I mean, like I said, I'm a little bit of a stickler for the original colorways, but it gets pretty close, and I do understand that, yeah, you gotta get some wearable pairs as well, and I think I agree with you on that. They're super wearable. Like, what would those not go with, right?
Definitely. Tabby.
It's okay, but it's not for me.
That's fair. I don't
I
know
like-
if that's suede or what.
It does look suede.
These are mock-ups. So I don't know how they'll actually turn out to be, but I'm hoping they come out leather, and
Yeah.
then extended sizing. But Tim, you rocking with these?
In a sense, I am. It all depends on my inventory. What do I got? Did I scoop the 85 pandas? I'm probably good if I got the black and white covered. Did I also, it's going to be this spring that we get the white cement threes that we're so excited about. Do I need 2 pairs of threes this year? Probably not. if I get them for $40, things change. Nick, what's up?
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Well, that's exciting. Now, I know we have not talked about this shoe before. Why today? Tabasco, let's go.
So this is the Allen Iverson question. That's his signature shoe, and this is a Kobe Bryant PE. So this is a lot to wrap your head around, and that's why I found it very interesting. So what a wild situation. Like just to rehash again, Allen Iverson shoe, Kobe PE. This is from a sneaker free agency in 2003. I just think a player shoe for another player is crazy to hear because typically you'd only see that with Kobe or Jordan, right? Like a lot of athletes get Jordan PEs, like DeMar DeRozan, guys like that like to rock the Kobe's on court. And get their own PEs of that. So to see Kobe getting this is nuts. Like imagine another sneaker brand making Jordan a PE shoe. Isn't that like? And I feel like this is in that same category. So yeah, these restock February 10th and 16th, depending on your location. So you possibly could get them right now, and if not, maybe you just gotta wait a couple days. This is a great shoe. It's not something that's gonna sell out. So if you want it, you can get it. Really good colors. I think this would be a pretty effortless wear with like some sweatpants or something, a little bit loose around the cuff, just draped over this. And if you got the right stuff on, I think it'd be a cool one to pull off, and just not something you'd see every day. So I was a fan of this.
Yeah, the rarity's cool.
Yeah.
I would want a pair of these for the shelf. I think they'd be sick. I don't know if I would ever throw them on foot, but I would love to have these for the shelf.
Oh, dude, your yellow Nike sweatsuit with these on? Poof.
Nick, you like the history?
oh man, yeah, I think it's pretty cool, but it's not that I don't like them, but again, it feels like a bit of a reach. I think to have one pair of those makes them pretty cool because of what they are, but I don't think anything past that, I don't think I'd see myself picking them up.
Oh, good. We got another picture. I wonder how long this sneaker free agency was. How long he could wear anything he wanted for a little while?
Yeah, it was a
It
year.
was a year, I think, yeah.
Yeah, he got out of his Adidas contract, and part of him getting out of it was he couldn't sign to another brand for a year, so he was kind of rocking anything and everything.
My God, look at the arms on him in this picture. Striated, just shredded, dude. Oh my God. Is that like the shadow of the net? It looks like he's got a Spider-Man
Yes.
tattoo.
Yes, it is for sure the shadow of the net. Kobe Bryant, well-known Spider-Man fan.
Yeah. Yeah, they got that while he was in prison. That's another story.
That's a different story altogether.
But that's a different story altogether. All right. So what I've got, of course, is some New Balance news. Hang on. I got the info right here.
Get the badge in.
This is the Stone Island 574. These are gettable. The Stone Island New Balance 574 Legacy release worldwide, Feb 16. We are recording on, what is today? The 12th? Super
12.
Bowl's playing right now. So this week, you got the Stone Island Compass logo on the tongue. It is non-removable. Like a lot of the clothes, you can take it off the buttons, not on this. There's extra Stone Island tags on the heel and on the sock liner. It's inspired by military colors. You got sort of a soft gray, olive green. There's some yellow on the tongue. Mostly it's like creamy earth tones. Really fuzzy suede, almost like hairy looking. You got reflective hits on the New Balance logo, and it's also kind of like texturized. The end, it looks like this weird kind of plastic grating, and the laces light up too. They've got that reflective woven into them. 140 USD. Would you rather these or another pair I'm about to look at? I really like the look of these. How about those on foot with some gray sweatpants? Let's go. I like the 574 in general. I don't have any. It'd be cool to have the Stone Island one. So first, let's all just sort of decide, do I like this? Is this something that I enjoy? Now I'm going to ask you, would you rather have these Stone Island New Balances or these Jound 991s that just dropped last week? and I think they're pretty sexy too. There's something that's kind of weird about the 91991 in general. It's this sole on it, but they'd be jound, and those go for a lot of money. I'm not sure if these are reselling like the ones in the past have, but Nick, we'll start with you. Do you like the 574? And if you were going to buy a New Balance collab, would you rather the Stone Island or the Jound?
Yeah, so as far as New Balance go, I didn't really get with the dad shoe vibe, and I do like the 574s, but if I'm gonna support New Balance, I like the Made in USA series stuff. I like the upper on the 574 because it has the same toe box as like the 998, which is my favorite New Balance. If you guys, have ever seen a pair of those, and if I had to pick, I would probably take the Jound, however you say that.
Hmm.
Just because I can guarantee you the quality will be better on them, like for sure.
Tabby, new fan, New Balance
I'll probably go with the Jowns here.
to wear or just to make money?
I'll make money wearing them, dude. All of the above.
Fredo, you got any love for these collabs?
Yeah, I'd probably take the Stone Island pair. I don't know, a little bit easier wear for me. Yeah, I don't know, no wrong answer, but
Yeah,
I'd
I
probably go
could
with
see you
these.
coaching in these that match like your camel colored coat.
Oh yeah.
For kids that want to coach.
Okay, so that's pretty much what we've got for shoes in the news and featured pairs. We wrap up Sneaker Show with a little game called Does It Fit? We'll throw it to the fit man.
Does it fit? I am here. I'm your host, Young Tabasco, the Fit Man. And for the uninitiated, if the outfit is popping off, we're going to say it fits. If it's maybe on a different wavelength, we are simply going to say it does not fit, and we'll debate as to why. Today we have O'Shea Brissett, Malik Ahmad Monk, Jason Tatum, and Marquez Valdez Scantling. So that's a mouthful. Let's get after it. All right, we're hopping right in here with Marquez. Uh, ready to race. Look at that leather
Yeah.
jacket. I do believe those are Supreme pants, and he's got the OG Travis Jordan 1 high with red laces in them, just to tie it all back into his fit, and bucket hat on top, because why stop there? I like this, but it's not for me. So in the sense of if it fits or not, I will say it fits. But in the sense of if I would wear this, I will say it does not fit. And I will throw it to my main man, Tim Stone, to see what he has to say next.
That's a great picture. I wish I could feel as happy as he looks in this movie, in this picture, sorry.
Movie.
Dude, his life's a movie. It all works for him. I feel what you're saying, Tab. I don't
Hmm.
think I could pull that off. I've seen Nick in some real NASCAR gear, though. I bet he's feeling it.
Uh, you know what? I wanna say, that's a tough one for me because I do have a background of like motorsports and that kind of stuff. So I do appreciate the jacket and what it is. But I might have to say it doesn't fit. I don't know if I'm like just a combination of everything. I think it might be the pants throwing me off. I think if he had black pants, I would be feeling it. But just the way he's wearing the jacket is throwing me off.
Hmm. Fredo, here's another guy who knows what he likes. You like what you see?
I love the pants, the shoes, and the bucket hat. I don't know why I don't like any kind of like leather jacket, especially like this. Um, I don't know. I don't know why. That's definitely throwing me off, so I'm gonna say it doesn't fit, but I love the pants.
I like that he mismatched the laces, and I like that the red goes with all of everything. I think he started with that, and then this whole fit unfolded, but maybe went too far. Slide.
All right, we got O'Shea Brissett. He's got the Sean Wotherspoon 97.1 Air Max, that corduroy hitter. I know we love that guy on foot. Some green cargos, pretty wild flannel, and then he's rocking that Dale Earnhardt vintage tee. Raise hell, praise Dale. We got a motorsport, we got a motorsport themed episode here. This fits for me, for him, for everybody. This fits. I love it. I'd throw this on, no problem. Tim,
Big agree. I'd wear it right now. All of it. I love it.
live.
Yeah, the army pant that works perfectly with those Witherspoons. The flannel you can tell from here, nice and soft. Rad shirt. I'm not gonna hold that pair in his hand against him, whatever those are. You can keep those, but everything else, let's go.
Nick,
Individual pieces fits for me. I think it's a pretty safe outfit, which is why I don't know if I'm super down with it, but I can't disagree with you guys on that. I think anybody could wear that, and that makes it good in its own right. Like if something's easy to wear, there's nothing wrong with that. So
fair enough. Fredo,
Honestly, you could put anything with those 97 ones. I'd probably say it fits. Yeah, I don't know. I love the pants, the shirt, the flannel, everything he's got going. So I'm gonna say it fits.
perfect.
That's a hot one. What now? Ooh, the babes.
Yeah, touchy subject, hey? Malik Ahmad Monk, how many colors do you need for an outfit? Just two, apparently. This is purple and white. He's got the Bapestas on feet, which I do like the way those look on him. White pants, tough look. If at least I think anyway. But that fleece looks hella comfy, and I like that it's got purple hits on it. So I'm gonna say this doesn't fit, but change those pants to literally any other color of pants. Nice blue, black, gray, not white, and I'm in. So it's all there, but just not quite for me. So we'll keep the same order here. Tim, what you thinking?
Yeah, pass. The court purple is
Oh,
it's it was close. Something about the white pants that's too much. It feels like he's going to a party that has a theme, and he's gonna be the coolest guy there. But we're living regular life out here, real life.
real life, Fredo.
Yeah, I don't know. Same for me. I think if he had some other pants on, um, kind of looks like Out the Hangover. That's like what white pants remind me of.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say it doesn't fit, but I do like the shoes. But yeah, white pants are no dice for me.
Fair, fair. Nick, are you wearing this angelic fit here?
man, you know what? I think I would rock it one time. I'm gonna say it fits for it's one of those ones where you wear it because you want to be seen in it, I feel like, in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's something
yeah.
that you would wear one time. Like the Bapestas are patent leather, and that's a big thing for me too. It's like you don't wear it too much, but when you wear it, you mean to wear it like loudly. And I feel like the all white is just it's just pushing that theme even further, you know?
Fair enough. All right, I respect it.
We got one check on this one.
Bring it on home. We got repeat offender Jason Tatum, and this is going crazy. He's got the embroidered fitted on, this crazy MJT, some nice basic Jordan Brand shorts. Those are fitting just right. The socks are pulled up, and then he's got those Cardinal threes on. I think this is the best execution I have seen of those Cardinal threes. So really drew me in here, and can't ignore the bag. Bag's hitting, green on the shirt, tying it in that way. Atta boy. This fits. I'd wear all this, no problem. Good night, Jim Kite. Tim, what are you thinking?
Best of the four. Doesn't hurt that he's stepping on the private jet. He's got something snacked in hand. Yeah, it's all.
Meal prep.
Looks like he's happy. Good time to be him.
He's probably got ground beef in there, hey?
Just straight up ground beef. God's
GB,
creatine.
brother.
Let's go.
All right, Fredo.
Yeah, this is like something that I would wear in the summer, so I gotta go with it fits. That tee,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that tee goes crazy.
yeah. No, this is absolutely. I couldn't figure out why I liked it so much, but yeah, you're right. This is exactly something you'd see.
Yeah.
403 Fredo mobbing around. You maybe just catch him on a street just with this on.
You could win outfit grid that day.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you'd be surprised what gets picked someday. Nick, what are you thinking here?
You know what? This time I'm feeling a about it. I love the color palette, and you're right, that's probably the best execution of those shoes that I've seen. But in terms of just everything else, it's pretty simple to me. It's not something you wouldn't see anywhere else, and I kind of like that, especially because celebrities have the budget to do it. So yeah, I like the color palette, and I agree with you guys that it's easy to wear, but I think it wouldn't necessarily be my thing.
Who would you say is the best of the four then today? Scrolling back through here real quick. Let's crown a winner.
Well, the, the second one there was the unanimous choice.
Yeah,
I would probably
yeah,
pick the second
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
The army pants with the Witherspoons, that soft flannel, and the Dale shirt. We can all agree.
That's not far off though. Like there's
This one here, yeah.
yeah, between those two there's not really any wrong answer, I don't think.
What is the shirt?
This guy MJ.
Oh, I've heard of him. Unseen.
Yeah, but
There's a movie coming out about him, Tim.
there's a photograph coming out about him, Tim.
Yeah. And there's a pic coming out.
Yeah.
Fire. Nick, I just want to thank you before we wrap it up here, my guy.
For sure. Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate your honesty, just coming on, being you. I hope you get a ton of followers out of it. That's Revalued Clothing on the gram. He's Nick J. Allen, and he's a great guest here on Sneaker Show. Thanks for being here, brother.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity. And if you ever wanted me to come back on, I would definitely love to.
Hell yeah. We'll see you in line at Momentum, all geared out, ready for Antarctica.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know if there's anything too much coming out on the first come first serve, but maybe you'll catch me there. Yeah.
Yeah. Boys, that was a fun one. Thanks for doing this with me.